Ever had the desire to be a star or at least the centre of attention? Well, community theatre can give you a chance to develop that out there style. If strutting your stuff on the boards is too much for you, you can try making props and costumes or selling tickets to the patrons. Involvement in local productions offers a great way to be part of the community while making new friends and having fun. Take a look at this video and see if the bright lights are for you.
JS.
Nice little thing. Looks like a toy. But a bullet from it would kill a man. Or a woman. And I'm a good shot. Meant to kill one or other of them. Not both. No, that wouldn't have been satisfactory.
So Maggie, why do people get involved in local theatre?
Oh.
What's the attraction?
What's the attraction? Many attractions. It's probably one of the most all-absorbing activities you can get involved in.
Yeah.
Because it's not just, turn up once a week and do something. It's like, it's your life for several months.
That's right.
And it's got a huge social side to it as well.
And if you're a method actor, you have to live it for the entire 24/7.
Well, that's true, which is a bit unfortunate if you're doing a murder. But there you go.
Soon the moon will be up. Quite plain to see. But when the sun shines, you can't see the moon. I was the moon. When the sun came out, Simon couldn't see me anymore. He was dazzled. He could only see the sun. Kay.
But there are plenty of roles for people to volunteer in front of house, props, staging and that sort of thing. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you're at every level. So you can be a total beginner, you don't need any experience, and we
Great.
need you. It'll
Lovely,
be
lovely.
wonderful.
Okay. And do you run acting, prop making courses, or do you want people who are already experienced?
We don't run courses as such. We would like to. We have actually floated the idea of doing some lighting and sound workshops. If we
Okay.
get enough people, we have the people to train
Great.
you.
Yeah, okay.
But we just train on a one-off basis and, train as we go. Not everyone needs to have experience because there's plenty of people here with experience who are happy to pass it
Great,
on.
okay. And are retirees welcome?
Most welcome.
Great.
It's wonderful. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, it is a very time-consuming hobby, as I say, and actually retirees tend to have more time than people working full-time who
Right, no good.
come
yeah,
rushing
good.
here to the rehearsal room and
Excellent.
they're already exhausted. So.
Exactly right. I notice you've got a tool of the trade here. Does that symbolise your work here at the?
Well, I guess it symbolises part of the work here. You've got to tidy up at the end of the day, because if you work in a mess, it's going to be messy whatever you're building.
So what specifically do you do in the props department here?
Pretty much everything. I'm on stage. I'm in fact in this current production of.
Acting?
Yes, very much so. Very much so. Yeah.
Listen, Jacqueline, don't open your heart to evil, because if you do, evil will come.
Isn't evil rather a strong word?
It's the only word.
You can't stop me.
And doing the building of the set. When we put the production into the hall, it's called a bump-in, and that's a fairly big and extensive effort by everybody to get the set in, get it working, get things painted, finishing things off and all that sort of thing. But there's really nothing mysterious about what we're doing here. We can teach people how to use tools, we can teach people how to build sets. It's something that I've grown up with all my life, and it really engages you. You can look at a set and say, yes, we built that, we put that together.
That's right. Right, so is your expertise carpentry or...
No.
Okay, good.
I have no expertise in carpentry whatsoever, but over the last 20 or 30 years, working with various theatre companies, you learn different things. You learn how to do things.
So your background is in theatre? in some
Yes,
form,
yes.
some
Originally acting and performing on stage, and then directing, but with a lot of theatre companies, community theatre companies, there are a lot of things that have to be done, so you put your hand to many different things, as in building scenery.
Fantastic.
As you can see behind us, we have a warehouse, a stock of certain flats and materials. We try and reuse those in various ways, but from time to time, depending on the production, you'll have to do something special because that production requires it. For example, this particular production that we're building for Murder on the Nile, we have to have the cabin of a steamship.
Oh, right, excellent. That sounds like fun.
It does. So we've been busy cutting out portholes.
Oh, right. You're referencing old photographs.
Absolutely, yes.
Excellent, good. What is your role now here?
So stage manager for this one as well. So a stage manager, sort of does a bit of everything, really. They help the director. They're a go-to person for the actors, and especially once the play is in performance, the director tends to hand over to the stage manager.
And Fran, you have trod the boards yourself, is that correct?
I have, yes.
And do you enjoy stepping out there?
I love it, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
okay. And
One play I did here was Jekyll and Hyde, where it was split with two different characters playing Jekyll and Hyde. I played Hyde, and it really, you can tap into your evil side if you understand, because I think all people, as Stevenson wrote, all people have a dual personality.
That's right.
Or duality to them.
Yeah.
You can become a right horrible, monstrous person without actually going out in the street and killing anyone. Yeah. And so I think to be a good actor, you have to explore all the facets of your being, pretty much.
Excellent.
And she and Kay didn't see each other very often, but they wrote, and Kay was just as fond of Jackie as ever. She would have given them all sorts of things, only Jackie was too proud to take them. She talked a lot of melodramatic nonsense about shooting us both. I shouldn't really have been surprised at her taking a pot shot at me. But I would never have believed that she would react in this way.
In what way?
I'm telling this thing awfully badly.
I mean, can you afford to be sort of very selective with volunteers auditioning?
I know we'll take anybody. No, I mean, yes, we try to be selective.
Yeah.
And we usually have a very talented pool of people.
Great.
To draw
Okay,
from.
good, lovely. And lastly, how does someone get involved? You got a website where people apply?
We do, yeah. www.huntersilltheatre.com.
Great. Well, we'll put that in the film.
Yes,
That'll be
please
up
do.
there. Good.
You're making a fool of yourself, Jackie.
I'm making a fool of myself, am I?
Yes.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll shoot you like a dog. Like the dirty dog you are. I didn't mean.
You saw the play, and I didn't. So, how was it?
It's amazing just how a group of amateur actors can turn on such a professional performance.
Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, even just the little rehearsal I went to, it reminded me of my acting days, and I used to have terrible trouble learning lines, as you can imagine. And I was quite impressed how they just sort of casually walked in that place in the park there, and just went straight into it, beyond the script. Without script in their hand, and they'd only been at it for a few weeks.
Yeah, that's right. And during the actual performance, they had no problem at all. I didn't pick up any drop lines or any mistakes at all. They were very professional. They worked off each other, which is a big thing in acting.
Absolutely, yeah.
You have to react to what the other person is saying.
The essence of acting. But the other thing I was interested was the props. Now, I was totally on a ship with that really basic, simple railing. That's all it was. Just the idea of a ship. And that was perfect. Of course, you don't need elaborate props, do you? You just need a little suggestion of something, and it worked.
Well, that's right.
Did they work on the stage?
They worked on the stage, and remember, they built those things themselves. So those railings were built, and we saw the little cabin being built with the portholes and that sort of thing.
Indeed, that's right.
These guys are great, and really, they deserve a big hand of applause.
Well, here.
Yeah.
Good. Wrap it up.